Hello, and welcome to day 10 of Content Marketing Mastery. Today, we're going to talk about consistency and promotions. One of the mistakes that I made once I learned how to create automations is I leaned too heavily on them. I remember being really excited about the notion that the technology, the software, could do all the hard work for me. It could do all the heavy lifting for me. I was finally at the position when I was making money as I slept. That's what you always want to do, right? You want the technology to work for you so that even as you're sleeping, you're still making money. However, I made the mistake of not being consistent with my other promotions. People want to be marketed to. If you sign up for somebody's email address, you want to hear from them. And as writers and as entrepreneurs, we often make the mistake of thinking that we have one shot to sell our product. And if somebody buys, great. And if they don't buy, it's because they're not interested and they never want to hear from us again. When in reality, the best thing we can do, both for you as the business owner and for your subscribers, is to continuously get in front of them, continuously let them know what it is that you're offering them. The reality is you're probably going to have more than one product that you want to sell. And so the automation, in my experience, works really well if you use the automation to sell what is your flagship product, what is your premier product. But then along the way, you can create more affordable products. Maybe it's a $15 ebook that you put together. Maybe it's a special on your flagship product. Maybe it's another course or another opportunity that you put together that you really want people to know about. The point is, just because you put your subscribers through your automation doesn't mean you should stop consistently promoting your products and your services to them. Now, these promotions, of course, are going to intermingle with your free newsletter. And maybe you can even send some free emails that have no products or no pitches at all. Maybe it's just more value proposition. Maybe you found something on the internet, a video, an article that you think your subscribers would enjoy, and you just send it to them. That's perfectly fine as well. The point I'm trying to make, to say once again, is that just because you send somebody through your automation does not mean that you shouldn't continue promoting yourself to them. You need to have a schedule of consistent email promotion, of consistent messaging, so that you always stay front and center in front of your subscribers, and more people are going to buy your products and your services. It's a simple concept. It takes a little bit of building up the nerve to do it. And it also takes the realization that you're going to lose subscribers. You're going to get more unsubscribes this way. And this is okay. In fact, this is actually what you want. You want to approach it as though if somebody unsubscribes, it's because they're not right for your list anyway. You have nothing left to offer them, because your purpose is to give and to give and to give and to try to help people as much as you can. So if they unsubscribe, it's just not a good fit, and that's fine. That means you're going to continue promoting your content in the other platforms to continue growing your list. All right, I hope you understand this concept. Let's take a look at some really simple but really effective examples on other entrepreneurs that I feel do a really good job of continuously promoting themselves. Let's take a look at some examples of entrepreneurs who do a great job continuously promoting their products and their services through email, even after their automation has completed. The first person we're going to look at is one of my personal favorite marketing experts. This is somebody that I've learned a lot from over the years, Chris Ducker. Go to chrisducker.com. What Chris does is he uses this next step cheat sheet as an email collection form. And as he collects email addresses, they go through a funnel. And then after the funnel is completed, he continuously sends emails, usually once every 3 days, with newsletters, helpful tips, and promotions. So let's take a look at his cadence. As you can see, these emails are from last year. However, it's a perfect example of what you want to do. You can see here that he sent an email on 6/23, 6/24, 6/25, 6/27, 6/28, and 6/30. This is his funnel. And I loved at the very end of the email how the last email just says, "Do you still need my help?" And it's a reply. He asks that you reply to the email. So instead of giving one last ditch effort to try to promote his product, which is, there's a few of them, but in this case, it was the Youpreneur Academy. He asked for a reply to start a conversation. I really loved that. What you can also see is after his funnel has completed, he continues to send emails. So 7-4, 7-6, 7-8, 7-11, 7-13. It was about this time that I unsubscribed because I decided that I didn't want to join his academy. Nonetheless, it's a perfect example. So let's look at this email. What exactly is your brand? Here's the answer. It's a simple, helpful email. He gives 10 quick tips to brand building brilliance. And then subtly and very tastefully at the bottom, he says, P.S. Whenever you're ready, here are 4 ways I can help you grow your business. Join my profitable personal brand Facebook group, take our Foundation Academy course, hire an experienced VA to help you scale, which, by the way, this is how I found my virtual assistant, is through these emails. Work with me and my team privately and directly. So this is an email that provides a ton of value and then subtly has some calls to action underneath. What happens next? So 3 days later, how to define your perfect customer. This is simply a video. This is a video that he created on YouTube that is going to help his students define their perfect customer. And then, P.S., join me live this Wednesday at 1 p.m. UK time, 8 a.m. Eastern time inside the Profitable Personal Brand Entrepreneurs Facebook group. I'll be there ready and waiting to answer your questions. So there's no sales promotion in this email. It's just a value add. So he sends me a video and then he invites me to a webinar where he talks about the Profitable Personal Brand Entrepreneurs Facebook group. It's great. There's only value that I can get here. So what happens next? You'll see 2 days later, 5 quick ways to develop successful relationships. A quick reminder, once again, an email to remind me about the Facebook group. And then this is much more of a call to action about joining the Facebook group and joining the webinar. And then once again, P.S. Whenever you're ready, here are 4 ways I can help you grow your business. More very subtle, very tasteful call to action. Okay. What to include in your about page. Very helpful, more calls to action at the bottom. Here's a summer offer you can't refuse. Bam. I love this. So even though I've already been through the funnel, and even though he subtly gave me some calls to action to join some of his products, and within those emails, there was value. He sent me videos. He invited me to webinars. He sent me free articles, he sent me listicles, 10 ideas to help me define my perfect customer. Well, now he's once again giving me a direct call to action to save $150 to his Youpreneur Academy. I think this is probably closed. We'll click on this just to see what happens. So the summer offer on now. So I bet you these emails are still going through. The Youpreneur Academy is once again open. So here's the email that he sent me as a direct promotion for his product. I love it. How to become authentic in business and life. Another invitation to the Facebook group. And then how to find out what your audience wants. There's another helpful newsletter with the calls to action at the bottom. Nonetheless, this is a perfect example of how you continuously promote yourself even though your funnel has completed. His funnel stopped right here. The final email said, do you need my help? He invited me to talk to him with a reply. He sent me an email every 3 days. The emails totally varied in the kind of content they delivered. He delivered me a direct link to a YouTube channel with a video lesson. He gave me an article within the email itself as part of the email, a top 10 list to define my perfect customer, all the while reminding me about his products and his services, reminding me that I could join his Youpreneur Academy, or I could even reply to the emails and work directly with him. And then finally, he comes in with an offer I can't refuse. Bam. Youpreneur Academy is now open. Sale. Save $150. Offer ends Friday, July 30th, 2021. As I said, this is an old promotion, but you get the point. The second example I want to show you is what Brian Dean sent me. Backlinko is Brian Dean's website. It's a really high quality website that teaches people like me how to SEO the content. This is a much shorter set of emails because I already knew I wasn't going to join his program. Really, I just wanted to see his emails to see what he was doing for marketing. And I'm glad that I did because now I get to show you. So I signed up. And Brian didn't even put me through a funnel. Brian is a much more direct response marketer. So I get a welcome email that basically gives me some value. Here's the definitive guide to keyword research. Here's 27 ways to increase website traffic. Here's the definitive guide to link building. Second thing, there's more actionable content on the way. So then he leaves me wanting more. He reminds me that there's more to come. The very next day, I love his subject lines too. It just says quality content. What I love about this first email is that there's no call to action in it. The email is basically an article. The email is a very short but very direct piece of content that teaches me. It gives me a lesson. It shows me how he used content to grow his own SEO, and then gives me a chart of an example of how his page views grew a year or two later from the work that he was implementing. And then once again, if so, have you tried promoting your content before? If so, how did it go? Write me back and let me know. I read every email. This is really cool because this is going to keep Brian's emails out of the promotions tab. If you reply back to an email, you're sending Google mostly a signal that the email that you replied back to is not spam. So if I would reply back to this email and I wrote back to bd@backlinko.com, it's going to make it more and more likely that Brian's emails are going to stay out of my spam folder and my promotions folder and go directly into my inbox. But let's see the third email. I love this. Grow your blog fast. That's the subject line. This is a direct sales letter. Hey, today's the day. I'm very excited to announce that enrollment for my new premium business training course, Grow Your Blog Fast, is now open for enrollment. And then there's just a direct link to the sales page. Obviously, the product is closed. However, if you want to, you can join the waiting list. Either way, I think that's a really good example. He gives me some real benefits of joining the course. And then here's a link once more to the program. So if I click on this, I go to the same page, but the enrollment is closed. And then finally, the email after that is a combination of the two. He gives me a little case study. He tells me about an example he had with somebody who was running a popular parenting blog. And then if you read this entire email, it's basically a case study. It's an example of how to generate backlinks and how to get content or how to write content to improve your traffic. But after he's established his authority and after he's given proof and trust, remember those really two important factors, he gives me a call to action once again. So if you want a step-by-step plan for growing your blog, I highly recommend signing up. Join Grow Your Blog Fast. What happens? Once again, here's the email. To summarize this lesson, you have to continuously promote yourself. You can't ever feel like you're bothering people. You can't ever feel like you don't deserve to be in somebody's inbox. Remember, they signed up for your emails. They subscribed to you. So as a business owner and as an entrepreneur, you want your automations to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. But then you personally want to continue reaching out to your subscribers through email to provide more value, to send them articles, to send them videos, and continuously and constantly promote your services. You want to make sales. You want to generate revenue. You want to make money. And in order to do that, you're going to have to continuously promote yourself. So I want you to take a deep breath, to let that sink in, and to embrace this challenge of self-promotion. I promise you, it's going to be worth it.